Yo guys, welcome back to another, I guess you could call this Danmachi video. Uh, Dokkan didn't treat me right, so I'm switching to Danmachi for right now. But in all seriousness, I just want to kind of talk about this Hero Festa banner that's going to be coming out probably Thursday. If it's not coming out like this Thursday, it's coming out like next week or something. It's close, which is like really sad because I know there's probably a stupid high amount of people, myself included, who went absolutely crazy trying to max out both Bell and the Minotaur from the last banner that came out like a month ago. So yeah, this is all just to say like this Hero Festa stuff has ruined the game probably. Like if you don't have a Hero Festa character, you've probably lost to someone who has the Hero Festa banner characters, especially if they're high like upgrades. Like you've probably lost. That's just how it is. But I guess to be positive, the Ryu and Elise, the dub for the anime calls her Elise, but Alice just sounds better. But either way, these two they aren't as strong as Bell and the Minotaur, so honestly, you could realistically get away with skipping these two banners or this banner. I'm probably going to myself, but I can't really fault anyone if they want to summon for this. I mean, it's a Ryu, so people are gonna go crazy. Yeah, but consider this as like a video of me like talking about the banner, like what's wrong with Hero Festas and like overall just talking about the characters that are in this banner. Now, let it be known that Bell and the Minotaur are not going to be featured on this banner. Like, you're not going to be able to pull them. Probably. If the Bell and the Minotaur are, then I don't see why anyone would skip this unless they've already have Bell and the Minotaur max. Because if you don't, then this is probably like the highest value banner conceivable. Like, this makes the anniversary banners look like a joke, if that's the case, but I doubt it is, so honestly, you're probably fine. But anyway, now Ryu and Elise are both magic, which is kind of bad because Magic's in a real like tough spot right now because it kind of sucks because all of like the top like as far as like Rush characters go, they're all physical. Like Magic Rush is basically dead because all the anniversary characters were physical and the last two Hero Festa characters were physical. So physical's eating and Magic's kind of dead. So already you're not exactly just swimming in setups for these characters. And unless like the part three variations of the Magic Elise and Wind Ryu from the 30 like unless when they get buffed, like if they're not super good, these characters kind of just suck, honestly. Like they're decent, but like eh, right? Because let's look at Ryu's like skill one or whatever, right? Hold on. Yeah, she gives a 40% HP barrier thing, whatever, that's normal. And then she gains 80%. Wait, what? Oh wait, no, she's a stall character. Okay, yeah. She gets resistance to basically everything. Or, well, funny, water, thunder, wind, and dark. So no light and fire. And technically she can, yeah, no light and fire. Weird. That's so weird. Wait, no, also earth. That's so weird that she can take damage from earth because she has a passive skill that makes her take less damage from earth. I thought they would have done what they did with Astreus and make them like capitalize on him not taking much damage from light attacks anyway, but just making him a juggernaut against light attacks. I guess it doesn't really matter because Earth doesn't exactly have like a plethora of DPS options, so I guess I'm just complaining over nothing. But you see what I mean, right? She gets an insane damage buff and half the elements in the game just do like negative damage to her. Like it's actually dumb, right? And that's just her skill one. Like she's designed for stall, but it's like she's kind of like one of the best stall characters in the game. She's got life drain on her skill two, and she like inflicts like resistance debuffs, and is a support character on the skill two. And then her additional is dumb as well because it removes like damage buffs on enemies and gives heal on allies. She's definitely a support role character, right? She's not going to be doing much damage, but goodness, if she's going to be keeping anyone alive, she'll do that just fine, right? She doesn't really have like insane skills beyond just like ailment resist is higher, but she doesn't she doesn't even like have like she doesn't get ailment resist anywhere like in her skill effects. So that's kind of just there. See, the thing that made the Minotaur so broken against ailment was he had the baseline high resistance to ailment, and then I think it's his skill one or two, but it gives him like a 60% like ailment resist or something stupid like that. So basically, you're not hitting him with ailment like ever in that scenario. But with Ryu, it feels like they just slapped it on there and hoping that it would make her look better. It really isn't. One of the like highest characters that I see in PvP is the Helga, and she makes ailment resistance like lowering on enemies. So it's kind of a useless ability on this Ryu. But she's strong, I get. If you can find a beefy setup for her, she's probably one of the better characters in the game. She's definitely one of the better characters in the game anyway. Not something I'd recommend putting thousands of iris into and overpulling just to get screwed by her banner again. But I mean, she's decent. Now Elise. Now Elise is in a much worse spot because she's meant to be a damage character, and she's magic and magic fire at that. And I'm no expert, but I want to say like the last significant magic fire buff was the fourth anniversary. So that's what, a year and a half ago? I'm sure there was like one or two like fire characters that was sprinkled somewhere in between that, but they weren't like meta defining. They weren't broken. They weren't noteworthy because you didn't really see them in PvP often. So she's got like nowhere to be run already. I don't even need to talk about her abilities. She's got nowhere to be used. Unless the other fire magic Alice or whatever, like unless she gets broken, you've got nowhere to use this character. But enough about ranting about her abilities or lack of synergy or whatever. Right, she does do magic resist lowering, which is decent. See, why do they give the Alice the ailment resist buff and not the Ryu? She doesn't even have a bit like a passive skill that gives her higher ailment resist. Ugh, I don't I don't like this character. Right, and then her skill two is charge. Charge gained 100% for 2 turns on Ooh. Oh wait, no, that's for her. Never mind. It kind of is two magic attack. They continue to do this, right? Two magic attack nullifications. Magic's not really that strong right now. That could definitely change like at any point. But even if you like look at the characters that are going to be getting buffed as a result of this third anniversary rerun, there's not anything that sticks out. Alfia will probably be pretty good. But it's like it's literally just her, the Ryu, and the other Alice. Those are the only like other three magic characters that are going to be getting buffed this anniversary. It really is a shame because I feel like the anniversary is going to be very magic heavy, and the second that happens, I feel like this Alice is probably going to be busted. But as it stands, giving magic nullification is kind of stupid because no one's running magic. Oh man, it's like the Ryu is designed well enough for her what like her intended role is, and then you just have this Alice who I'm guessing they're like if they're not just gonna drop a bunch of magic characters within the next couple months or like anniversary or something, then this Alice is probably just the worst Hero Festa character because she's got nowhere to be used. Oh man, she's strong I guess, but eh. All right, now that I'm done ranting about why, for some reason, they'd want you to summon for these characters. Let's talk about why Hero Fest is probably the worst thing ever. So, I don't know if any of you are, most of you probably are aware of this, but to do a complete rotation on a single Hero Festa banner takes about 6,800 iris, which is really dumb because it's almost like a full rotation of doing just the standard two banners that we're used to for the last like 5.5 years, right? So it's already almost that, but for probably less value. Because while Hero Festa characters are consistently like the top of the game at this point, like don't be surprised if like 6 months from now you don't see any setup that's not full Hero Festa. But that's the thing. The banners are so bad because they have that unique like thing to them where like double 4-star rate or whatever. But what that really means is they slapped every other 4-star character in the general pool onto this banner, and the odds of you pulling a 4-star character on a non like Hero Festa step is going to most likely be just a random 4-star character from the general pool. And on top of that, you still don't have that many steps of guaranteed Hero Festa. It's what, like four, maybe ish. And overpulling on the banner is a goddamn nightmare because it's I don't know. Hero Festa's like ruined this game, I feel like. Because Hero Festa characters are always going to be the best. They always have the worst like banners. Because these banners are bad even for paying players. Because even like the where you like the extra banner where you get a guaranteed copy of the characters or whatever that you have to use paid hours for, you can only do that once per Hero Festa character. So you can't even like try and hopefully like cheese MLB these characters after doing rotation. It's like even for paying players, this kind of sucks. And to top like the icing on the cake is that like 2 months from now they're gonna be dropping another one. They're dropping another Hero Festa banner in March. I don't know what it's gonna be. I was predicting the next Hero Festa banner was gonna be Anniversary, but for two to be dropping before that, I'm getting the feeling like we're gonna have some bi-monthly Hero Festa banner at this point. Like it's gonna be so bad. It's uh I remember everyone's reaction to like Ultras and Legends and like LR like the Carnival LRs and Dokkan. Those don't compare. This is infinitely worse. Because it's not even like again, it's not even something that's like an advantage to you as a paying player. Like it screws you no matter what. It's like if you're a paying player, you're basically forced to pay until you get the characters maxed so you don't lose in PvP. Like at least in Legends, you can kind of just build a strong enough team and hopefully counter legend like the ultras. And in Dokkan, it's a PvE game, so who cares if the carnival characters are overpowered? Like who's gonna care? I don't know. I feel like they just didn't care when they were making these characters. They're just like, hey, if we make them super busted, people will be forced to pull for them. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that they're kind of mid, but that wasn't the case with the Bell and Astraeus. They dominate the game. They're everywhere. They do everything right. There's not really like that many setups that just blatantly counter them. They kind of just are they're jack of all trades characters. Uh I don't know. Skip this beta if you want. Don't expect a video from me like summoning. If I do one, it's because I was wrong and these characters actually kind of just destroy everything. But I'm not expecting that to happen. So anyway, I don't know. Like and comment if you think Hero Fest has ruined the game. Anyway, uh, peace.